The call came during briefing, a detective's voice, flat, worn, but trembling underneath. Your son's at the hospital. Let's just say you don't want to know what your ex-wife's new husband did to him. The room around me blurred. My commanding officer was still talking, words dissolving into static. The town's horrified, the detective added quietly, and I'm off the clock. He's all yours. Only you deserve to make him pay. The line clicked dead. My hands didn't shake, not yet. I stared at the black phone screen, watching my reflection flicker under the harsh fluorescent light. I'd been gone 8 months, deployed. She said our son was doing great. She said her new husband was wonderful. She lied. That night, I put in for immediate leave. I didn't sleep on the flight back, just watched the cabin lights drag across the window and imagined my son's face. What had he seen? What had he endured while I was out fighting other people's wars? When the plane landed, I already knew one thing. This wasn't a rescue. It was a reckoning. The hospital smelled like bleach and grief. He was small under the white sheets, bandaged, tubes taped to his skin, but alive, alive. He opened his eyes when he heard my voice, just barely. Dad. That word cracked me open from the inside. But I didn't cry. I couldn't. The nurse said my ex-wife hadn't come, not once. Said she was too distraught. I knew what that meant. Guilt smells different. It lingers longer than grief. When she finally appeared, her eyes were swollen, but not from tears, from fear. She couldn't even meet my gaze. It wasn't what it looked like, she whispered. What wasn't? The bruises? The fractures? The silence between us that had been building since before she remarried? I didn't answer. I just looked at her, coldly, steadily, until she turned away. That was the moment I stopped being a father in pain and became something else entirely. I spent the next 3 nights at my son's bedside, memorizing every sound of the machines keeping him stable, every beep, every pulse, every breath he fought to take. While he slept, I planned. Not out of rage, out of precision. I started with hospital reports, then police statements. Her husband claimed an accident, said he tripped, said my son was reckless. I contacted a friend from my unit, a data analyst, asked for favors I shouldn't have asked. Within hours, I had phone logs, financial records, text threads. The man wasn't just violent, he was methodical. Cameras in their home, secret folders on his laptop labeled with dates, videos, journals, control. He treated her like property, and my son like a threat. I never confronted him, not yet. Instead, I waited. I wanted her to confess, to speak the truth with her own mouth. But she didn't. She kept pretending, smiling through fear, posting pictures, hashtags about healing. I almost admired the performance. Almost. The evidence came in a plain brown envelope, anonymous sender, no return address. Inside, printed photos, time-stamped, showing what he did when the cameras were off. There was no ambiguity, only cruelty. I called her, asked her to meet. Neutral place, a coffee shop downtown, middle of the afternoon. She arrived first, sunglasses on, trembling. I sat across from her and slid the envelope forward. Didn't speak, didn't blink. When she opened it, her breath hitched. The color drained from her face. Then the tears came. Loud, public, messy. You don't understand. I tried to stop him. I didn't move, didn't comfort, didn't condemn. I just asked one question, quietly. Why didn't you call me? Her answer was the sound of silence, and guilt filling the space where truth should have been. That night, I visited their house. I didn't break in, didn't threaten. I waited on the porch until he returned from work. He saw me standing there. His smile faltered. You shouldn't be here, he said. I agreed, but I stayed. I handed him a flash drive. That's everything the police will see by morning, I said. His hands shook as he took it. I also sent copies to your employer and your family. He tried to speak, but I stepped closer, slow, deliberate. You hurt a child, I whispered. You hurt my child. You don't get to speak anymore. He didn't. He collapsed, morally, not physically, right there on his porch, and I walked away, calm, certain, unarmed, but dangerous in every way that mattered. The trial was short, the evidence undeniable. He's in prison now. She vanished somewhere out west. My son recovered, physically at least. He doesn't talk much. Neither do I. People say justice was served. They don't understand. Justice isn't a gavel. It's silence after chaos. It's peace earned through pain. Sometimes, when I look at my son sleeping, I feel something almost like warmth. But it fades. Because every time I remember that call, I remember the truth. I didn't come home to save him. I came home to end the war someone else started. And I did. The battlefield changed, that's all.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.